just one lens. So if you're a Sony mirrorless user and you've been going out maybe over the last year, a bit like I have, going on more walks, taking a bit more exercise locally to where you live, going around all of the footpaths and lanes, maybe taking the dog out one more time than you should, but going out and taking a bit more exercise. And I found that when I've been going out and about, I've been taking a camera with me much more often. I've also noticed there's a lot more people in our local community have also been taking cameras with them and photographing sort of local churches and local landmarks and what have you, the wildlife that comes through. And in doing that, they're posting their pictures onto Facebook and Instagram and sharing those pictures with other people. That in turn appears to have encouraged other people to take cameras out with them. So the amount of people that I've seen recently carrying a camera has been much greater than it used to be. Of course, when you're going out and taking pictures, you don't want a big kit bag of lenses weighing down your shoulder, so you don't want lots of different lenses to swap around to take pictures of different things as you see them. So what lens would you take with you? Maybe it would be a 28mm, a bit like the kind of wide angle shot that we've got here. Maybe that's what appeals to you, having something nice and wide to capture the great landscapes that you might have where you live. Maybe it would be something a little bit longer. I like a kind of standard type lens, 45-50mm, something like that. I think that gives you great perspective for taking pictures of doorways and window frames and little details on buildings, which I find quite entertaining, kind of street photography, that kind of thing. Maybe it would be something a little bit longer. Maybe you want a kind of portrait style lens going up to the longer side, maybe taking pictures of your best friend. Alternatively, it could be that you're interested in fast apertures, kind of f2.8 aperture to be able to blur out things in the background, and maybe even on a wide angle shot, having the ability to take a picture of something but then blur the background through behind it so that you really concentrate on your subject. So today I've got a lens with me that I'd like to show you, and this is Tamron solution. So it's an all-in-one solution from Tamron, which goes all the way from 28mm to 200mm. It's their 28 to 200mm f2.8 to 5.6 III RXD lens. Now this is designed for Sony full-frame mirrorless cameras, but it will also work on Sony's crop sensor mirrorless cameras as well. You just need to apply the crop factor when you work out the focal length of the lens, but it will work absolutely perfectly on them. So it's a really great lens. I really like it because it's an all-in-one solution. It's nice and lightweight to add to your camera. It's just 575 grams. And it's just 117mm long, so it's really convenient to have this great lens that covers all of these different focal lengths that we've been talking about all in one package. So we go right the way through to look at the popular sizes, right the way through from 28mm, 35mm, 50mm, 70, 85 is a great portrait focal length if you want to use that, 100mm, famous for macro, 1 through 5 and all the way through to 200mm. So even reaching into the distance, taking pictures of planes and birds is no problem with this particular lens. But the great thing about it is it gives you that fast aperture, f2.8 at the wide angle end. And that really means that when you're getting up close to your subjects, I've taken some pictures of kind of flowers and bits and pieces. Snowdrops are coming out recently, daffodils are coming out. So I've been getting up close to a few of those. And it's really nice to be able to still blur away what's in the background so that you really concentrate on the subject and highlight it in the photographs that you're taking. I think that's a real bonus. The other lovely thing about this lens is if we compare this to our 28 to 75mm f2.8 lens, that's 2.8 all the way through. But this one, if we go to 75mm, it still gives you f4, so it's only losing one stop of light compared to our kind of fast standard lens. But this, for a similar amount of money, still gives you all of that extra reach going all the way through to 200mm. So it really gives you a huge amount of convenience if you're looking for one lens that you can pop on your camera to cover all of those great focal lengths. Of course, the other benefit in that is just by having one lens on your camera. If you keep that on there for a lot of the time, you're going to reduce the amount of dust that you're risking getting inside your camera by changing lenses, by taking the lens off. From a focusing point of view, it focuses all the way down to 19 centimeters at the wide angle end, which is great, gives you a magnification ratio of 1 to 3.1. And at the 200mm end, it gives you a magnification ratio of just 1 to 3.8, focusing down to 80 centimeters, which is really, really nice and close when you're at the zoomed end of the range. So you can still take fabulous pictures of kind of flowers and wildlife and what have you. It's a very, very versatile lens. So the other thing I'd like to say, it's obviously a great one lens solution, but if you did buy one of these, would recommend that you go to one of our approved stockists. If you just visit tamron.co.uk, there's a dealer finder there which will point you in the right direction for approved stockists in the UK. And by buying it from an approved stockist, you can then register your lens for an extra warranty, taking the total to 5 years of warranty, which is a really nice added bonus to have with your nice new lens. So a few of the other technical details that I'll just run through. It has Tamron's RXD motor, which is their rapid extra silent drive motor. Brilliant for photographs, really, really fast focusing, very, very quiet, but also really good for video. One of the features of the design of the focusing system is that it makes it a great lens for using for video as well. The lens itself is moisture resistant construction, so there's seals going through the moving parts of the lens, and that helps to prevent dust and moisture getting inside the lens. So it just helps to protect you if you did get caught out by less than perfect weather. It also has a fluorine coating just on the front element, so if you've got a lens cloth and you just want to clean the front element of your lens, it's very, very easy, and it will really wipe clean very simply, just because of that fabulous coating on there that helps to repel sort of dust and moisture from sticking to the front element. The filter size is 67mm, and that's fab because if you've got other Tamron lenses in the series, it means that you can swap your polarizing and your neutral density filters between lenses, which helps keep the cost down. And it's also fully compatible with Sony's IAF and in-camera corrections, giving you added convenience as well. So if you're a Canon or Nikon user, don't worry, we also have a great solution for you as well. It's the Tamron 35 to 150mm, and that's f2.8 to 4, so still a really, really fast lens. It's full frame compatible, and it gives you the same one lens solution convenience to put onto your full frame Canon and Nikon cameras too. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it gives you a little bit of an insight into what I think is a really perfect one lens solution for your Sony mirrorless camera, the 28 to 200 RXD f2.8 to 5.6.